This video shows the basics of how to use PalmTech on your desktop, laptop, or tablet PC. We'll cover how to start an inspection, enter information, add pictures, review your report, and send it to your client. To get started, we'll open up the PalmTech program by clicking on the PalmTech icon on our desktop. This will bring up the main PalmTech screen where we can start a new inspection, open an existing inspection, and more. We can see a list of appointments that we've already scheduled in the business portal here at the top. Let's go ahead and start a new inspection using an appointment we've set up. We'll select the appointment for Arthur Jackson and click on Start New. Here we pick the template we want to use for this inspection. PalmTech comes with over 20 different templates for different types of inspections, and you can easily customize and create your own. For this inspection, we'll select our standard house template. Now we need to give our file a name. Let's name this Test and click on Save. We're now ready to get started. On the left side of the screen, there's a list of different categories or sections in the inspection. As you click on the different categories, it shows the information for that category on the right. The first category is General Information. This is where we have the basic information about the inspection, and much of it has been pre-filled from when we selected the appointment. We can quickly fill out the rest of the information by using our drop-downs and typing if needed. That's a look at the General Information category. Let's move on to Lots and Grounds. The rest of the categories in the inspection will work the same way as this one. It is broken up into 3 different columns, with the first being your ratings, then your descriptions or materials, and finally you have a spot for notes, where you can enter information about issues or key findings. You fill out each item by working straight across the line. Let's go ahead and fill out driveway, and we'll start by clicking on our rating. Here we can see the standard ratings that come out of the box with the software. These are completely customizable by you, so if you have different terms you prefer using, that's not a problem. In fact, all the lines and categories are customizable as well. For more information on how to customize these, watch the video on customizing templates. For this video, we'll stick with these ratings and we'll say that the driveway is acceptable. Now we'll click on the description and we'll say it's made of asphalt. We're now done with driveway and ready to move on to walks. We're going to say that the walks are acceptable as well and that they're made of concrete. But let's say when we get to the other side of the house, we see another set of walks that are made of brick. So we'll want to say both brick and concrete. We can easily select multiple items from a list by opening the list back up, then clicking on the plus sign that is to the left of the additional item we want to add. As you can see, it now has both brick and concrete in the description. Next, we have steps and stoops, and we're going to say that they're acceptable. But when we get to the description, we don't see what we need in the drop-down. No problem, we can easily add something in by clicking on the box and typing in what we need. We are now ready to move on to porch. We're going to say that the porch is defective, that it's made of concrete, and that since it's defective, we want to talk about why. To do this, we can click on right where it says Note, or we can simply click on the drop-down arrow next to the Note button. We're going to say that it is settling away from the foundation with surface cracks noted. If we need to add a note that wasn't in our drop-down list, we can do that by tapping on where it says Note or by tapping on a note that we've already added in. On this screen, we can simply tap in the box and type in anything else we need. We can also change the color of the note, so let's make it red so it stands out more in the report. You can change the color of the note each time you add one in, or you can set it up ahead of time so that the note color changes automatically based on the rating that you select. This means you could set it so every time that you mark something defective, the note shows up in red. Let's click on OK. For the porch, we also want to add a picture in. This is done with a simple drag and drop procedure. To do this, we first need to resize the PalmTech window so it's not taking up the whole screen. Then we need to open up the folder that contains our pictures for this inspection and resize it so it's next to your PalmTech screen. Now all we have to do is find the picture we want to add in and then drag and drop it onto the line that we want to add it to. As you can see, the picture has been added to the porch line. Let's add a second picture in the same way. Once the picture is in, we can click on it to add markups. You can easily add arrows, ellipses, and text to the picture by simply selecting the markup you want and then drawing it on the picture. Let's draw 2 more red arrows. Text can easily be added in by simply typing it in and selecting where you want it to appear on the picture. You can also adjust its size. Once you've made your markups, then click on OK. We've now taken a look at exactly how to enter information into your inspection. You would continue to fill out the rest of the category the same way, and when you're finished with it, you simply move on to the next one and fill it out the same way. Now let's take a look and see what our report looks like. To do this, we'll click on the Print Preview icon. We'll skip ahead to Lots and Grounds since that's where we filled out some information. Here we can see the information we entered. The ratings show up on the left and the notes and pictures are on the right of the line. This is just one example of how the report can look with PalmTech. You have a ton of options to customize this to look the way that you want, such as changing the font's colors and adding in your logo, changing the header, and more. You can also create a narrative style report versus the checklist like we have here. For more information on how to do this, watch the video on customizing the report look. If we skip to the end of the report, we can see the summary section. This will have all the key findings in one spot. You're able to move this to the beginning of the report if you prefer having it at the front. Let's close out of the print preview to get back to the main PalmTech screen. When you're ready to get the inspection to your client, you can click the PDF button here. Once you do this, the report will be turned into a PDF that you can then email where it needs to go. Of course, if you wanted to print it out, you could do that as well by clicking on the print icon. This concludes the video on the basics of using PalmTech on your desktop, laptop, or tablet PC.